Nestled in the heart of Tournai, Belgium, stands the magnificent Notre-Dame Cathedral, a beacon of history and spirituality. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a testament to centuries of architectural innovation and religious devotion, showcasing the evolution of European architecture. Its towering presence dominates the city's skyline, beckoning visitors to explore its rich history and awe-inspiring beauty. The cathedral's silhouette is a familiar sight, guiding travelers and locals alike. Notre-Dame de Tournai is not just a church, it's a journey through time, reflecting evolving architectural styles and the enduring spirit of faith. Each stone and archway tells a story of the past. Whether you're an architecture enthusiast, a history buff, or simply seeking a moment of tranquility, Notre-Dame de Tournai offers a captivating experience. The serene courtyard provides a peaceful retreat from the bustling city. Its massive Romanesque nave, soaring Gothic choir, and 5 imposing towers create a harmonious blend of architectural styles. The transition from Romanesque to Gothic is a visual feast for the eyes. Step inside, and you'll be greeted by a treasure trove of art and artifacts, each whispering tales of the cathedral's long and storied past. From ancient relics to intricate sculptures, every piece has a story to tell. The story of Notre-Dame de Tournai begins in the early 6th century, with the establishment of a bishopric in the then-thriving city of Tournai. This marked the beginning of a long and storied history for the cathedral, which would become a central figure in the religious and cultural life of the region. The first cathedral, likely a modest wooden structure, was built near the banks of the Scheldt River. This humble beginning was a reflection of the early Christian community's limited resources and the simplicity of their worship practices. As Tournai grew in importance, so too did its cathedral. The city's prosperity and strategic location attracted more settlers, and the cathedral began to evolve, mirroring the town's development and increasing significance. In the 9th century, a larger, more imposing structure was erected, reflecting the city's rising status and the growing influence of Christianity in the region. This new stone edifice was a testament to the community's faith and ambition. However, this early cathedral was not destined to last. The passage of time and the forces of nature took their toll on the structure. In 1066, a devastating fire swept through Tournai, reducing much of the city, including its cathedral, to ashes. This catastrophic event marked a turning point in the history of the cathedral. From these ashes, however, a new and even grander Notre-Dame would rise. The reconstruction efforts were a symbol of resilience and hope for the people of Tournai. Bishop Radbot, a powerful figure in the region, initiated the construction of the current cathedral in the mid-11th century. His vision and leadership were instrumental in creating the magnificent structure that stands today, a beacon of faith and architectural brilliance. Step into the nave of Notre-Dame de Tournai, and you'll be transported back to the height of the Romanesque period. Completed in the 12th century, the nave is a masterpiece of this architectural style, characterized by its massive proportions, sturdy pillars, and rounded arches. The sheer scale of the space is awe-inspiring, with the high vaulted ceilings drawing your gaze upwards towards the heavens. The design of the nave reflects influences from other great Romanesque churches of the period, including those in Germany and the Rhineland. Notice the use of alternating supports, massive piers alternating with slender columns, a characteristic feature of Rhenish Romanesque architecture. The interplay of light and shadow created by the relatively small windows adds to the sense of solemnity and grandeur. As you move from the nave into the transept, prepare to be amazed by one of Notre-Dame de Tournai's most remarkable features. This is where the cathedral's Romanesque foundations give way to the soaring heights of the Gothic style. The transition is seamless, a testament to the skill of the medieval architects who masterfully blended these distinct styles. The transept, with its soaring arches and intricate stonework, is a symphony in stone. Look up and marvel at the ribbed vaults, a hallmark of Gothic architecture which allowed for higher ceilings and larger windows. The stained glass windows, added later, bathe the interior in a kaleidoscope of colors, creating an ethereal atmosphere. Section 5. Gothic Aspirations, the Choir and its Transformation. This chapter delves into the fascinating evolution of the choir at Notre-Dame de Tournai, a transformation that mirrors the broader architectural shifts of the era. While the nave and transept showcase the grandeur of the Romanesque with their solid, heavy forms and rounded arches, the choir of Notre-Dame de Tournai embodies the soaring aspirations of the Gothic style. This part of the cathedral reaches new heights, both literally and figuratively, in its architectural ambition. In the 13th century, a devastating fire damaged the original Romanesque choir, leaving it in ruins and necessitating a complete overhaul. This unfortunate event prompted a rebuilding project that would transform this part of the cathedral. The reconstruction was not just a repair but a reimagining of what the space could be. The architects of the time embraced the newly emerging Gothic style, which was characterized by its emphasis on verticality and light. They created a space that was lighter, brighter, and seemingly reaching for the heavens. The new design allowed for larger windows, which filled the choir with natural light. The choir is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture with its pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and flying buttresses. These elements were not just decorative but also functional, providing the necessary support for the taller structures. These innovative structural elements allowed the architects to create a much taller and more spacious choir than would have been possible with Romanesque techniques. The height and openness of the space were revolutionary for its time. The result is a space that is both awe-inspiring and serene, inviting contemplation and prayer. The Gothic choir of Notre-Dame de Tournai stands as a testament to the ingenuity and vision of its creators, a perfect blend of form and function. Section 6, Towers of Power, A Tale of Five Bells. No exploration of Notre-Dame de Tournai would be complete without mentioning its most distinctive feature, the five towers. These towers, each with its unique design, dominate the city skyline and have become a symbol of Tournai itself. The towers were added gradually over the centuries, with the two flanking the transept dating back to the Romanesque period, and the three over the choir added during the Gothic reconstruction. The central tower, known as the Cloche de Roland, is the tallest, reaching a height of over 270 feet. It houses a massive bell, also named Roland, which weighs over 12 tons. Legend has it that the bell cracked on its first ringing, a testament to its immense size and power. Section 7. Artistic Treasures, Unveiling the Cathedral's Interior. While the architecture of Notre-Dame de Tournai is undoubtedly impressive, the cathedral's interior is equally captivating. Step inside, and you'll discover a treasure trove of art and artifacts, each with its own story to tell. From intricate sculptures and carvings to vibrant stained glass windows and priceless tapestries, the cathedral is a veritable museum of religious art. Be sure to seek out the Shrine of Our Lady, a masterpiece of Gothic metalwork dating back to the 13th century. This ornate reliquary, adorned with precious stones and intricate figures, is said to contain a fragment of the Virgin Mary's robe. The cathedral also houses a collection of paintings by renowned Flemish artists, including Rubens and Jordaens. Section 8. Restorations and Renovations, Preserving a Legacy. Like many historic structures, Notre-Dame de Tournai has undergone numerous restorations and renovations over the centuries. From repairing damage caused by fires and wars, to adapting the building to changing liturgical practices, each generation has left its mark on the cathedral. In the 19th century, the cathedral underwent a major restoration project led by the architect Juste Brienne. Brienne's work was controversial, as he removed some later additions to the cathedral in an attempt to restore it to its perceived medieval glory. However, his efforts helped to preserve the cathedral for future generations. Today, ongoing conservation efforts ensure that Notre-Dame de Tournai will continue to inspire awe and wonder for centuries to come. Section 9. Legends and Lore, Tales from the Crypt. Every ancient structure has its share of legends and lore, and Notre-Dame de Tournai is no exception. Local folklore is rife with tales of secret tunnels beneath the cathedral, leading to hidden chambers and forgotten treasures. One legend speaks of a secret passage connecting the cathedral to the nearby Scheldt River, used by priests to escape during times of siege. While the veracity of these tales remains shrouded in mystery, they add an extra layer of intrigue to the cathedral's already rich history. Even if you don't encounter any hidden treasures, a visit to the cathedral's crypt is an eerie and unforgettable experience. Section 10. Notre-Dame de Tournai. Today, a place of worship and wonder. Today, Notre-Dame de Tournai remains a vital center of religious life in the city. Every Sunday, the cathedral's hallowed halls come alive with the sound of hymns and prayers as locals gather for Mass. But the cathedral is more than just a place of worship. It's a cultural icon, a symbol of Tournai's rich history and enduring spirit. Whether you're drawn to its architectural splendor, its artistic treasures, or its spiritual significance, Notre-Dame de Tournai is a place that will captivate your senses and stir your soul deeply. Section 11, a call to explore, experiencing the cathedral's majesty. No description can truly do justice to the majesty of Notre-Dame de Tournai. To fully appreciate its grandeur, you must experience it for yourself. Take your time to wander through its hallowed halls, marvel at its intricate architectural details, and soak up the serene atmosphere. Climb the towers for breathtaking views of the city and the surrounding countryside. Notre-Dame de Tournai is a testament to the enduring power of faith, the artistry of medieval craftsmen, and the importance of preserving our shared heritage. Add it to your travel bucket list and discover the magic of this Belgian treasure for yourself.